Hey, this is Al from Tilton's Heritage Pastures. We're a small family run and operated farm here in northern Maine. We're outside today in our chicken coops and runs. In the winter, we like to house our chickens to keep them safe. We get some somewhat extreme weather conditions, a little bit colder and a little bit more snow than most places across the country. So some of the things that we do to winterize, you can see the plastic that's on the outside of these runs. It's a very simple, just grab yourself some 4 mil plastic or roughly around that thickness. Staple it on. It's good to put wood strips up and around the edges to keep that plastic from coming off. If you don't have that, then just space your staples a little bit closer. And what that does is you can see up by the roof, there's plenty of ventilation, so there's good airflow that comes through from the back of the runs all the way through and drafts up and out the front of the run, so it keeps it nice and dry in there. And when you put that plastic on the outside, it really keeps the run dry. It keeps the snow out and it insulates the inside of the coop. So a big thing in the winter is egg production, and I know sometimes that can be a touchy subject. Some folks want to naturally allow their chickens to not produce in the winter. We want to encourage them to produce as much as they want to produce and keep them as healthy as we can possibly keep them. So we're going to actually go through some of the feed procedures that we do, and some of the supplements that we give. So we've been asked to sample out soldier fly larvae from Grub Terra. At the end of the video, we'll actually be giving you a coupon code so that you can purchase it yourself. And I can tell you, some of the supplements that we've done in the past, and I say supplement, but treats, to add a little bit more protein into their diet and to give them more of an activity in the winter time, so they're not out grazing, they're not out scratching and digging through the grass like they would normally be in the warmer months. They're confined into their runs. So being confined into the runs, sometimes they wind up picking on each other and just they get bored. So they need activity, they need structure, but they also need nutrients. So one of those nutrients that we usually give would be like mealworms, or we always do scratch, which is multi-grain, which keeps them busy scratching, but they're also getting nutrients at the same time. In the past, we've had fairly good success at, keeping egg production, a good egg production. Since we've switched over to the Grub Terra, we've had incredible egg production, and we'll actually go through and I'll walk into a couple of the coops and check their nesting boxes and show you exactly what they get. And now our egg collection is several times a day, and depending on the season and the amount of chickens that we run, we usually run somewhere around 75 to 100 birds. We have a couple different breeding programs going on, but I can tell you that the Grub Terra has definitely showed an improvement on egg production. The chickens love it, they're happy, and it's a great product. So let's take a walk inside some of these coops and I'll show you the product that we've been sampling and the outcome. I'll show you the product that we've been sampling, and we'll find out exactly how well it's working and what the production is. All right, let's take a walk. We'll go inside the main run and check out the Grub Terra product. Welcome to the Fluffy Butt Hut. Hey girls. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? All right, look at that, everybody. They know what that is. They know what that is. Okay, let's get some. One of the things we make sure they always have free access to is oyster shells. So those oyster shells really do a good job at keeping their calcium levels high, and we get good eggshell production. The eggshells are very well formed, and the birds actually get some extra grit using the oyster shells as well. Hey, watch out, girls. Oh boy, oh boy. Look at that. They really go crazy over that fly larva. They really love that fly larva. Ow. Yeah. Girls really love that fly larva, huh? You sure do. I think everybody else is waiting for some fly larvae as well. Yep. They heard me rustle in that bag, and they know what we got. Grub Terra Black Soldier Fly Larvae. And we'll provide a link where you can go right online and purchase Grub Terra as well. All right, as you can see, they've pretty much finished off all those soldier fly larvae. Now they're getting their oyster shells over there. You can see, we give them free choice feed all day long. They usually have that cleaned up by early afternoon. They get another tray, and we try to keep that feed level to a point where it's all cleaned up and there's no excess by the time they're going into their coops at night. You can see that plastic. We use a corrugated plastic for the roof. You can see that ventilation coming from the back coops. Comes straight through right out of the back, straight across, up into the big coop, straight out the front. So there's plenty of airflow, but it's a controlled airflow. And you can see the plastic surrounds every single run that we have. And it makes for some healthy and happy chickens. So there's your Grub Terra Soldier Fly Larva, 1 pound package. You can get that in several different sizes. You can go right to their website at www.grubterra.com. GRUBTERRA.com. Grubterra.com. All right, welcome to northern Maine. It's mid-January. We're out here by our chickens. We normally give our chickens their normal day grain rations. We'll give them some scratch grain to keep them busy. And occasionally we'll give them treats. Usually it would be mealworms or just any chicken treats that we could give. In the wintertime, chickens get cabin fever just like we do. So we're always trying to keep them busy. We don't want them picking on each other. We don't want them pulling feathers and just causing trouble. In most of our coops, and we have our chickens divided into small groups just to give them healthy, happy, environments. So in a normal coop that we would get 6 eggs in a day, we're now getting upwards of 20, right around the dozen and a half to 2 dozen mark every day. Most of that is due to the Grub Terra. So we really appreciate their product. It has made a tremendous impact on what we do. We've had some cold weather this week. We dipped down around -15. We've had some snow, as you can see. Today it's pretty nice out. It's around 10 degrees. So we'd like to just show you how much the chickens really enjoy the Grub Terra soldier fly larva. They're healthy, their feathers look great, and they're doing a really good job. Grub Terra has shown a great improvement on our flock. So we'd encourage you to visit Grub Terra. At the end of the video, we're going to give you a coupon code so that you can try it out for yourself. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we do. All right, we're in week 3 of our Grub Terra soldier fly larva review. So we've been feeding it roughly about 4 weeks. Our first week we started, we fed, and then we did our first video at the end of the first week. And I can tell you, we're a month into the project now, and what a wonderful product. The Grub Terra soldier fly larva has done just wonderful. So we feed about a handful to 2 handfuls a day, just as an extra supplement over and above their average daily feed. And egg production for this year has been just outstanding since we've been feeding the Grub Terra. Normally in the winter months, some days we would get no eggs. So we're up in northern Maine, and this morning it was about -30 with the wind chill factor. -15, 10 to 15 was the actual, and our wind chill was somewhere, they say -30, -40. It's all relative. Right now it's not terrible out. It's probably it's definitely below 0. Nowhere near a thermometer, but we're probably -10, -5, somewhere in there, which can be cold and hard on the animals. You can see our winterization on our chicken runs. We do keep them in runs for the winter because they'll tend to get frostbite and really struggle with just constantly being on the snow. Stay tuned to the end of the video, and we're going to give a coupon code out so that you can go right to the Grub Terra website and get a discount on your first order. We appreciate your likes and subscribes. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and if you hit that little bell, you'll see every time we put out a video. We really appreciate you guys liking and subscribing. We're over 1,500 subscribers right now, which is far beyond what we'd ever thought. So keep it up. Thank you, and we'll keep sending you videos.